Hi, friends. This is coming up here again, and I have a good news today for you. The good news is that growth only occurs in a state of discomfort. Growth only occurs in a state of discomfort. So, if you're not going through any discomfort, any unpleasant feeling, it probably means you're not growing. That is very simple and short. Yeah, I was listening to Bill Ekstrom, and then it dawned on me that look at all the discomfort I have been through in life. Look at all the unpleasant feelings I've been through in life. And could there be something good to that? Is there any product out of all this? Then it went on and on and on and on, and he went into the four growth ranks. So, depending on where you are born, they say your environment determines who you become. And we all know those who are born in poor countries, you understand that sometimes, irrespective of what you do, it doesn't matter what effort you put in. Sometimes not all the people are able to succeed. All those who do hard work are able to succeed. I would say about 90% of those who put in hard work, they still don't really get anywhere. So sometimes they say it doesn't matter where you are coming from, or it matters where you are going. Sometimes it's questionable. Where you're coming from can affect, how far you can go. You can go some miles, but maybe not very far. So in his four growth ranks, he talks about stagnation. One, stagnation is when you are basically needing steps, permissions of people to get anything accomplished. You are really not independent. You can't really get anything done. And then stagnation would then lead to chaos. Chaos, mental chaos, emotional chaos, physical, chaos, because people have no hope and they're having zero predictability or control over their inputs or outcomes. So whatever happens around them, their control is very, very, very limited. They can't predict tomorrow. The prices of goods, food can go up tomorrow and they have no control. Their mom may not get health care and they have no control because the way systems are set, they lead, they get in that chaos. And remember, both in these two stages, there is no progress, there is no growth. If you're in stagnation, you don't grow. If you are in the second phase, which is chaos, you don't grow either. The third phase is order. So order is knowing what you do leads to predictable outcome. So if you know that if I do A, B, and C, I will get this result, you get in that mode, you settle in that mode. Knowing that, if I put my money here in stock market, this is how much I'm probably going to expect here and there. So you don't really worry too much. And he warns us about the potential of us not growing when we are in that order state. So when people get accustomed to being poor and they don't push themselves any further, they just settle for what it is. So we settle when we are in that order mode. For rich people who choose their friends, they choose the kind of job they do, the kind of restaurants they go, so they don't have to deal with people who make them feel uncomfortable. They don't get any growth. The same way it goes for all of us. So we choose what we do, we choose the kind of friends, we choose the kind of activities that will make sure that we are consistently comfortable. So by doing that, I'm not against, being comfortable. But what I'm saying is that if you want growth, that we need to push ourselves out of that comfort zone every now and then. So that's why the phrase comes in, discomfort leading to growth. Okay. And then the fourth stage, he talks about complexity. That's where I'm very big fan of. Complexity is when there is a change in order of affairs. So when we cause a change in order. So I gave an example of poor, people coming from a poor background likely to settle and not push themselves. They accept the status quo and they don't push themselves any further. When we begin to question it, that's when we are in the complexity mode. In our minds, we begin to question, why is this going on and how can we do it better? What should we do? If we start asking these questions, it pushes us in that complex zone where we create new and innovative ways of getting out of that zone. Okay, so when we are in the complexity stage, that is where we create discomfort when we are trying to question the status quo. So there is discomfort if you are poor and you are trying to be rich. There is that fight hard attitude that you have to fight harder. And then say you lived in a neighborhood where everybody did the same thing, dropped out of school, did drugs, or stayed in the street, and you tried to get education. When you come back to that neighborhood, you realize that discomfort. So there is that discomfort but at that point is where your growth is happening. When you notice that discomfort, how we react to that discomfort determines how far we benefit from that discomfort. So I'm going to tell you, you react to this discomfort calmly, knowing that it's just a process and it's going to end at some point in life. It's not going to be forever. So stay calm and patient. And again, don't distract that discomfort. But remember, how we react to it is very important. So don't distract it to go away so fast, because if you let it go so fast, you probably won't learn as much. You probably won't grow as much. So let's stay calm and get the best out of this discomfort. Okay? And then knowing that we can always take lessons from people like Galileo, people who question the status quo, the people like Claudette Colvin, people like Rosa Parks, who questioned the system in Alabama at the time. So if we have all these examples and awareness that stage of discomfort is where our growth is happening, we will not rush it. We will be patient and go through it. And I'm telling you, we all go through some form of discomfort every day, whether poor or rich or average. So let's make this discomfort, let's make these unpleasant feelings be beneficial to us down the road. All right? May God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.